What's up, boys? What is going on, man? Just my 2 cents here. I won't even gonna go live today, but I figure I would just do a quick stream. The ceremonial weigh-ins for UFC 299 are gonna start here in like 15 minutes. So I wanted to do a quick stream just to get my picks and bets out there on the record, and it will more serve as just like a video for those purposes. But yeah, man, what's going on? Just my 2 cents. Shout out to the Dome. Salute, boys. The best group chat in the whole wide world. If I can get the banner up. Shout out to you, boys. Best of luck for this card coming up. It's going down in Miami tomorrow night. The weigh-ins are going to start here in 15 minutes. Well, the stare downs anyway. Speaking of the Dome, shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel if you haven't. Aaron the Dog MMA Movie Trivia. Check out his latest UFC breakdown stream this past Wednesday. It was a killer episode featuring Aaron, yours truly, and one Lou Betcha. Back on stream with Lou. Shout out to him. I'm finally on the free Lou Betcha tip, although I think that he might be coming up with something new. So be in store for that. But man, check out that latest episode. Shout out to Aaron. You can subscribe to his channel right there. And yeah, salute to him. Salute to everybody in the Dome. Shout out to my dude Big Show Picks for this dope new overlay. And he also made the backgrounds that I've been using this past couple weeks that I've been doing the pre-games. So shout out to him, and shout out to Big Moise for coming in and kind of co-hosting those with your boy these past couple Saturdays. So I don't think I'm going to do one tomorrow, but that's kind of why I wanted to come on stream today. I wasn't going to do that either, but I said fuck it. So shout out to Big Show, shout out to the boys at Pub. Make sure y'all download the latest Locker Room Talk podcast. The newest episode is up, so download that anywhere you can. Also sign up for Pub Sports Radio's weekly UFC Pick'em contest, pubsportsradio.com. It's free and easy to sign up for. The best score wins $100. I promise all that is true because your boy has won it 3 times. I'm looking to win my 4th. So I will be trying to do that this weekend. Just to let everybody know that might be new, this is the reason I named it my channel is because this is just my 2 cents. Doesn't reflect the views necessarily of Pub, Aaron the Dog, the Dome, my moderators, anybody but yours truly. So that's my little disclaimer. And my other disclaimer that is pertinent to discuss is this one, because I'm about to unveil my greasy little slate, and I would not recommend anyone tail it. I would recommend everyone make their own wagers and gamble for themselves. So yeah. Bet responsibly. There's a number to call if you can't. And yeah, tail at your own risk. But I do have some bets in some plays. And technically, I am up this year. Had a big weekend this past weekend, the last UFC card. Big shout out to Aaron the Dog. And yeah, man, just trusted my instincts and happened to be on the right side with a couple underdogs. And man, like I said, Aaron is the only dude I know that parlayed Basharat. I mean, what's his name? The dude Basharat fought, Ayman Zahabi. So yeah, that helped your boy get up this year. And I'm looking to keep that going, boys. Looking to have another good week, make it 2 good weeks in a row. So this is, real quick before these ceremonial weigh-ins kick off, this is going to be my slate. I've made all the bets I'm going to make. I ain't making no more. I'm not going crazy. I'm risking a unit and a half exactly. Just a little bit more than I did this past weekend. But I don't hate it. I don't hate my slate. I don't like love it, but these are the best plays that I got. So here we go. Oh, that is no good. That thing is completely fucking clogged. Can't pull no air through it. That is not going to fly. Mayday. Going down. All right, we're in business. That was no good, man. Sorry, the binger was clogged. Apologies. No, there it is. All right, almost lost a lot or two. Now, these are my plays, man. I'm not going nuts. Unit and a half, but these are the bets in the order that I made them. Right out of the gate, I've been on this side since they announced the fight. Surprised he was an underdog. I'm not going nuts with it, but that's probably my most confident play overall. I kind of roller coastered or yo-yoed, whatever, up and down with confidence in this play after I made it. Was having a little bit of buyer's remorse, and then kind of have gotten more confident back on the Poirier side as the week's gone on. But I'm just gonna stick with what I got. I thought about maybe reloading or betting Dustin inside the distance, but I'm just gonna hold what I got. But I still like it, man. I don't think he should be the underdog. I think he's a way better fighter overall than Benoit, and I just don't buy that Dustin's completely toast. I'll tell you who is going to be toast, though, if they gas out, and it's going to be Saint Denis. Dustin's not going to gas. Dustin could get knocked out. He could get submitted, but he's not going to gas, and Benoit is not going to win a 5-rounder. I don't care how much he's improved his cardio. If you are just like on death's door with Zaleski dos Santos after a round and a half, you're going to make it with Poirier. That's the only time he's ever gone the distance, I think. And he looked really shitty doing it. I don't trust his gas tank, man. And Poirier is just a way better and more proven fighter. And yeah, I don't think everyone's like, I know the guy's dangerous, but dude, I don't buy that he's the guy can't be stopped. He can't be killed. Bullshit. Like, nah, I think this line is off. I think it should be flipped. I think Poirier should be the favorite. And yeah, I think it's a good bet. This is my super bias bet. My super bias. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I don't care whether it's the right side or not. I was always going to back these two fighters. But I do think they're the right side in any case. I think Pereira overall is a better fighter than Mikhail. I think I think his footwork and the distance management is going to frustrate Olasechuk. I think he's going to be doing a lot of chasing and lunging and getting countered, and I could see Michel knocking him out, but I think he wins the decision. Could also see him club and subbing him too. See, I got to make up my mind as far as the method of victory, but pretty sure Pereira gets it done. And same thing with Jan. I think he's just a little bit more of a proven and skilled fighter than Song overall. Although I do think Song is improving. I like Yadong as a fighter. And yeah, he could win, but yeah, I don't know. My one worry is Jan getting robbed, which is why I'm not putting a lot on this, and I'm not overthinking it either. Like, if he gets robbed, it wouldn't be the first time. So it's just like, that's what I get. But I don't care. I did it anyway. That was my second bet. The third bet that I made, and I think I'm pretty sure I made all these on the same day. Yeah, I like Munoz over Phillips. This is another one where if it goes to the cards, I could see them robbing Munoz. So I'm worried about that. But yeah, like Kyler has the win over Song. And that's what a lot of people are going to look at and be like, oh, dude, well, if he can beat Yadong, he can definitely beat Munoz. Like, I get that, but he also lost to fucking Halley and Paiva. Like, whether you think he got robbed in that fight or not, that's a close fight, man. And other than that, he just hasn't really fought anybody that's on Munoz's level. And, I think a lot of people are just really leaning into that Song win because I don't see how you can really look at any of the others and be like overly impressed with Kyler Phillips. He's a good fighter. He's clearly a skilled fighter, but I'm not buying that he's like the future or anything necessarily. And I don't think Pedro Munoz is necessarily done. Like, he had a tough fight with, who is it, fucking Cheeto? Isn't that the last person he fought? And he went the distance. Like, I don't think he's going to go in here and get destroyed by Kyler, but he can definitely get robbed. Who we got in here? What up, Bo? What's your favorite matchup? What fight do you think will be the most entertaining? The favorite has got to be Piotr Jan and Song Yadong. Just if I have to like take any bias or like bets or any of that shit out of it, and like what fight do I think is gonna be the sweetest, and like which am I most excited about? It's got to be that one. What's up, though, Bo? Hope you're having a good weekend, whatever. A lot of these, I like one side, but don't really have a bet on the other side, right? Yeah. Well, it's like, other than this, my parlays are, I'm tailing the John Lee as always, but like the parlay I made on Thursday and the parlay I made on Sunday, like they're all pretty much the favorites, but like my underdogs are all like, I'm taking the older, like more shop worn fighter that like it looks like they're being set up to lose against the like new like prospect to get like this huge signature win over them. So this card is either going to go really well or really bad for me. But yeah, I couldn't help it, man. Like this Burns line was screaming at me all week. It was sitting at 114 for a little while, and I was like, nah, I'll pass on that. And then it went up a little bit, and I pulled the trigger, and I should have waited a little bit more because it's up at 140, and it's stayed at that for like a day or two. But yeah, I like Gilbert. I get why he's the underdog, and he could get knocked out. Like I could see Jack Della chinning him in the first round because Gilbert does start really aggressively in a lot of his fights, but he's a better grappler. And dude, people have been saying this all week because it's true, and because you can go to a lot of Jack Della Maddalena fights and see this happening, like him getting put in really shitty grappling positions. And like, dude, can't do that against Burns. Like he's an opportunistic submission grappler, and he will choke him. And I think that's what I'm betting is going to happen. Like Della's going to make a mistake, and Burns is going to get the upper hand. And I mean, the crowd's going to be cheering him on, man. Like this is if anybody's the hometown hero on this card, it's fucking Gilbert Burns. So yeah, I like it. Give me the fucking grizzled vets, dude. That's the fucking name of my slate, pretty much. But I am tailing the John Lee. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. Subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia. Check out last Wednesday's UFC breakdown show. And boys, this is the John Lee. I give you the John Lee for this week. This is the parlay that Aaron makes every week on his UFC show. It hit last week famously, dude. Fucking Ayman Zahabi in the John Lee cashed. So don't tell me that sticking underdogs in a parlay never works, because I swear to fucking God that it does. Not all the time, but when it does hit, man, it's fucking sweet. Got a few underdogs in it this week too, man. Lens and Burns. I'm on Kutalaba personally, but he's not a very trustworthy fighter, so I don't hate Lens and the John Lee. Every other leg, I'm on that side, so let's fucking go, dude. Let's make it 2 weeks in a row, man. Want to make the John Lee 2 weeks in a row, and definitely want this 2 weeks in a row as well. This is my version of the Locker Room Talk podcast that I made with the boys yesterday. And the core, like the skeletal structure, the essence of the podcast this week is Gamrot and Sugar, but my version is includes the fitness consigliere Michelle. So yeah, man, that's my slate, and it's just in time too, because the ceremonial weigh-ins for UFC 299 are about to kick off right now. I'm going to watch them, and I will put my picks up on the screen as the stare downs commence. So these will be my picks, and I'll also punch them in on Tapology as well, and then I'll obviously do the same for the pub contest. Excuse me, a little mucusy today. A little stopped up today. Crazy, dude. Like a couple people bet him, but nobody was parlaying that, man. All right. Here we go. Ceremonial weigh-ins. Shut up. Shut up, Aquaman, too. All right. Oh, man, I almost missed the trailer for next week's awesome card. Thank God. Thank God for that. All right, boys. Here we fucking go. This is a card where I feel very unsure about a lot of the outcomes, regardless of the side I'm on. Like even the fights I'm most confident about, I just still feel like there's multiple paths on either side in a lot of these fights. So this is one where it's hard for me to pick like methods of victory, and even like I picked a side and I've got my picks and shit, but still it's pretty well matched card, I'd say. As far as like getting, as far as the rankings and where fighters are at, and I think a lot of these matchups they're meeting up well. They're meeting in the middle between a guy on the rise, maybe a guy that's just a little bit past it. Kind of they want to see if he's still got it and see how legit this prospect is. Because like, dude, even like Poirier, Burns, Munoz, like they're a little bit past it. Obviously, none of them are in their primes, but I don't think they're all completely washed either. And so I think that's what a lot of people are assuming, and that's kind of a lot of the rhetoric that I've been hearing throughout the week is like, oh, DP's done, 1 foot out the door, he's retiring. Like, normally, yes, that's the worst thing you can hear. But like, it's Dustin. He has been saying this shit for a little while. Him saying like I'm getting near the end is not like him saying I'm retiring after this fight. To me, maybe that's wishful thinking. Maybe I'm just hoping and praying, and that's my copium and rationalization or whatever it may be. What else you want me to do, boys? So yeah, that's kind of what I think about that one. And like, yeah, Burns, he could get knocked out, but Della, he makes some fucking grappling mistakes, dude. Wouldn't stun me in the slightest. I think he's been knocked out too. Jack Della Maddalena, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's been knocked out before. Yeah, he has. He's been knocked out and choked before. So he's not an undefeated fighter. And I mean, I was really impressed with the Kevin Holland win. I was all over Holland in that fight. But yeah, he definitely showed me that he could step up. But still, like, I know Holland's a black belt, but he is not the level of grappler of Burns. And like, yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, this one, these could all be reaches, man. Dusty, Burns, and Munoz could all just get smoked or be made to look really silly, but I really don't think so, man. I think the Munoz and Phillips fight is going to be really close. I don't necessarily think the Burns and Della fight is going to be close. I think one of them is going to look super triumphant, and I think the same thing with Poirier and Benoit. Like, I think Benoit can finish him, but I think he's going to have to do it early. I've seen some people say that like it's if Dustin doesn't get it done early, like bullshit. Benoit has not shown that he can even really go into the third round and be effective. Poirier's knocked people out late in his fights, and dude, I trust him way more as the fight goes deeper. So I think it's Benoit that's got to get it done early if he's going to win. And he could. Poirier, you want to talk about somebody that makes grappling mistakes, dude? I mean, that's kind of one of the fucking chinks that Poirier's armor is known for having. So, yeah, I get it. I get why, but I guess I get why Benoit's the favorite, but not this big of a favorite. Like, I think it should just be a pick 'em, really, or Poirier being the rightful favorite given his experience. Man, like, he's not on a 4-fight losing streak. I get he's older, but dude, like, he beat Chandler the fight before that, and I don't know, man. I still think there's questions to be answered for Benoit, and he's got a chance to answer some of them tomorrow night. If he smokes Poirier, dude, I mean, I'll be a believer for sure, because I just don't think Dustin is toast. Like, I think it's disrespecting Gaethje. Honestly, they're like, it's probably some of the same people that were all over Poirier's nutsack going into the Gaethje fight. They're the same. Dustin's done because I picked Dustin and bet him, and I lost all this fucking money. That's probably what it is, but I don't know, man. Who knows? All right, here we go. The stare downs have actually started now, so these will be my picks. These will be my Tapology picks and the pub picks as well. Now, method of victory is YTD. YTBD. So, yeah, this unnecessary fucking rematch. I flipped a coin on Aaron's show Wednesday. The coin spoke. It said JoJo Wood. Who knows if it's going to be like a fucking Macbeth prophecy or something, like an omen. I don't know, dude. Could be good or bad. Give me JoJo to win a decision, but she'll probably do something stupid and get armbarred with like a minute left in the third. She'll be winning on every. She'll be up on every judge's scorecards, and then it'll just fall into an armbar somehow. She'll leg kick Moroz. Moroz will fall to her back, and she'll just jump into her guard and get armbarred. But yeah, give me JoJo. All right, Asu Almabayev and CJ Vergara. Vergara was the only dude that missed weight. So this is like the third time he's missed weight. I had thought about betting CJ Vergara, and I'm someone that constantly says do not make picks and bets based solely off the weigh-ins, but I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't happy and relieved that I hadn't bet CJ. So, yeah. But here he comes, CJ Vergara. We'll see how they size up. He didn't look terrible physically. He just, I don't know, just didn't make the weight. The dude just, I don't know, man. This is the third time he's missed weight. Like, you're either in the wrong class or you're just not being disciplined enough in your camp. But yeah, they size up pretty well. They're pretty close to the same size. It's kind of hard to tell with the Kazakhstan headdress there, but yeah, I like Asu. CJ just can't stop takedowns. I know he says he has a 74% takedown defense, but dude, he gets taken down like almost every fucking fight multiple times. So I'm just not buying that he's going to be able to against a wrestler like this. So I don't know, man. Yeah, give me Asu. And this one, dude, this is so greasy. Nobody fucking bet this, man. You're fucking asking for it. Don't fucking parlay Despania. You are just asking to slip on a banana peel, man. If I was you, I know I'm not. I'm just some fucking loudmouth, white trash, but fuck, don't do it, man. It's either like Despania or Despain is going to tornado kick this dude's head off, or he could potentially get taken down and smothered and beaten by Josh Parisian inside the distance. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So I'm just staying far the fuck away from this. I'm going to pick the Taekwondo dude. It seems like they brought him in to make a spectacle out of Parisian, but I don't want nothing to do with it. The dude has 4 fights, and just I have no idea if he has a ground game or not. I don't hate it in principle, Bo. I don't, but I can't do it, man. I said it Thursday on the pub podcast. Like, it makes my skin crawl thinking about betting Parisian in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So I just can't do it, man. But I get it, and I don't hate it. I just can't do it myself. So here we go. This is the highlight of the early prelims. They suck, but this is a bright spot. You could actually put this on the regular prelims, honestly. But, yeah, this is my first bit of action. I just think Pereira's a better fighter. I've got a parlay with Jan. I parlayed him in my version of the Locker Room Talk podcast parlay. So, yeah. Watch when he gets out. I have a feeling that Michel is going to look a good bit larger than Mikhail. But here we go. Fitness consigliere season. My dude Michel de Molidor, as they call him. I think he fits in real nicely at 185, dude. I think it was crazy for him to be cutting to 170. And you'll see what I'm talking about, man. That's a big boy, baby. Let's fucking go. Yep. Character. All right, so he's a little bit bigger, but not like crazy. A little bit taller, a little bit thicker, good bit thicker. He's a good bit bigger, but like Mikhail got a big head, so there it wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. Not as crazy of a size advantage as I thought, but yeah, I think he's a better fighter. He could. System plays, yeah. So here we go, man. This is Linz and Kudalaba is two guys that are probably were just licking their chops when they heard USADA was going out the door. Yes, dude, it's fine. When is it going to be my time, dude? The time is fucking now. Oh my God, he's coming out as the Hulk. He's got the green fucking body paint on. Oh my God, is this good or bad for the John Lee? Is this a good or bad omen, boys? Kutalaba comes out in the Lou Ferrigno body paint for $299. Showing up. Let's see if he's going to show out. Ah, very, very testy, very spicy stare down. I like it. Never a dull moment with Ion, charged Ion Kutalaba. Yeah. What up, boy? Herrera's the lock, tell him. Linz is the trap. I'm hoping that Ion does something stupid. Shout out to my dude, though. I was putting you over earlier. Swear to God I was. I think this one's going to be close, man. If Munoz gets robbed, it won't stun me. I just think it's going to be a split decision. I think Pedro's leg kicks could trouble Kyler, though. And his experience and just because Kyler's a dude that likes to do a lot of moving around. If he gets slowed down with those leg kicks and Pedro can get in the pocket and gets a hold of him, I think he's going to be in trouble. And I could see him getting maybe choked too, but I really think this is going to be like a close split decision. And yeah, give me the dude that's plus 205 and way more experienced. So Kyler is a little bit taller, but I thought he was going to be a little bit bigger than that. I thought he was going to tower over Munoz a little bit more. I expected him to be taller, but that wasn't quite the disparity I thought it would be either. Same with Michel and Olasechuk. I expected Michel to be bigger. Wasn't quite as big as I thought compared to Mikhail. Agreed. It wasn't one that I thought too hard about. I was just like, he's so experienced. He just went like a good, like, I just had a good fight with Cheeto. Like, I don't know, man. A little bit of a step down from that. Let's fucking go. That's sick. Love it. Dude, if there was one guy that I wanted to bet and just couldn't, it was RDA. That RDA line was screaming at me, and I just couldn't do it, Bo. I don't like Gamrot. I think he is fraudulent when it comes to the elite level, but I think he's good enough to beat RDA. Very intense stare down. But yeah, I've got Gamrot in both fucking parlays. Well, no, I have him in 2 out of 3 parlays that I have this weekend. So let's go, Chinrot. You better win, motherfucker. You better not get fucking clubbed and sub by RDA. I will be fucking beside myself, dude. All right, here we go. Barber and Sermonara, I think is how you pronounce her. But yeah, give me fucking Scamrot. Fucker. Fraudulent fuck. You better beat RDA, dude. All that fucking shit you talk about how you're the next fucking thing and how you're just this dominant force, dude. You better fucking beat RDA. If this was a few years ago, I'd probably pick Chuk or Sermonara, excuse me, Caitlin. But she's a decade older. She's been going through all these like pretty sad like life experiences, dude. Like I kind of feel bad for her, man, honestly. But yeah, I just don't know where her head's at, honestly. And Barber, I know exactly where her head's at. She's 25 years old. She's full of vinegar and piss, and she's just mean, man. Like, I just think she's gonna be a little bit meaner. I think she's gonna land a little bit harder. And Barber by decision. It wouldn't surprise me if she knocked Caitlin out, but yeah, I'll go Macy decision. Dude, this one here was probably the toughest fight for me to pick, and I just really don't fucking know who's gonna win it. I'm going with Curtis, but Almeida knocking him out or like club and subbing him or something like that wouldn't surprise me. Curtis has a dodgy chin, but if you look at the dudes that's knocking Curtis out, they ain't exactly Almeida either. You know what I'm saying? Like, the grappling is where I worry more about Curtis, honestly. I think on the feet, it's Curtis who could knock Jailton out. So I'm interested to see how they size up here, but Curtis Blades gets really fucking disrespected, dude. I don't think he's the best fighter in the world. I don't think he's ever going to win a belt. But people act like he's a fucking straight up bum, dude. Like, he's always been a top heavyweight. Whether he is the dude or ever going to, like, come on, man. Like, he's not as bad as people say he is. But, I mean, he's definitely got fucking holes in his game and doesn't have good fight IQ and doesn't have a great chin. But I'm going to say Blades. I'm going to say Blades gets it done. But I'm rooting for Almeida, man. He's in the Zhang Li, so let's go. I'm on the opposite side in 2 of the legs of the Zhang Li, but I picked Basharat and it cashed last week, so hopefully that's a good sign. All right, here we go. This is the banger of the card. This is gonna be fight of the night to me. Could be performance of the night for Jan, but I think he kind of turns Song back again here. Corey already did it once. I think Yang does it here. I just think his defense is a little bit better. His boxing is a little bit cleaner. His punches are a little bit straighter. I don't know. He didn't why do you want to get on the scale? Boy, right to business. Dude, he is a fucking Siberian warrior. Oh my God, these boys are going to get after it, dude. They already know what time it is. They know what time it is. Yeah, they know what the deal is. Let's fucking go. Time for war. This is the banger of the card, dude. This is a great fucking fight, man. Hey, your boy's a certified Jan stan. You already know what time it is with me. I got Jan parlay with Michelle, but I like Song, man, and I'm really happy for this fight. I think they're going to fucking I think they're going to give us a treat. I think it's going to be a bounce back spot for Jan. I think Song's going to give him a good fight, but he's going to take a bruising. He marks up really bad, and yeah, I think Piotr's going to make his face a fucking mess. So yeah, he could get robbed though, man. They love robbing my boy, much to my fucking chagrin. But all right, here we go. Burns and Jack Della. This could be a levels fight, boys. This could be a levels fight, and it's a spot for Della to level up. He leveled up with Holland. He can do it again with Burns. But you can't make mistakes like you've been making against these other guys. If you're Jack Della, dude, you cannot let Gilbert Burns. If Gilbert Burns locks up an arm triangle on you, you are getting fucking choked. He is not Ramazan Hamid. Like, he is way more dangerous than that. What a submission, baby. So, better be on your fucking P's and Q's, but I get it. I get why he's a favorite. Like, Gilbert could get chin, but Gilbert kind of cracks too, man, and Jack Della been knocked out before, so it wouldn't stun me either. But let's go, Gilbert. And hey, dude, I'm telling you, he's the hometown hero in a decision. If it's close and goes to the cards, they're going to scream for Gilbert, boy. I don't know. We'll see. This is a fight that I'm just not as hyped for as everybody else is. And it's not like I'm like, fuck these guys. Like, I hate this fucking fight. Like, it's not like that, man. It's just a fight that I would have rather seen a few years ago. I really don't like MVP. I've been on the record since I've been on YouTube. Even when I had my old channel, I was on the record of not liking MVP and calling him a can crusher and just like he's not ready for the next level. I would have rather seen this fight in like 2019, 2020, but I'm going to go with Kev. Like, I get the dog shot on MVP, but I've just been having this feeling that Holland's going to knock him out. Holland isn't playing this fucking, like, he's not scared of this fucking shit like these fucking jobbers that he's been crushing, dude. Yeah. Paper covers rock, dude. Let's go, yeah. Bow. Cow. Let's fucking go. So yeah. I can't trust him with my money, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a Holland fan. I wouldn't necessarily go Stan. Like I just because if I was a Stan, I'd be betting him. But nah, man. Give me Kev. MVP could fucking dance around to a decision, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. People love to hate on Macy, too. You know what it was? A lot of people bet on Miranda Maverick. And when Macy beat her, they lost their ass. And so, like, there's a lot of kind of Macy gets overhated. I'll just say that. All right, here we go. Come on, Dusty. You show them who's who and what's what, Bo. Benoit, I don't give a shit who said what or who did what and who did who. If Dusty want to whoop your ass, he will too. By God. This ain't Zaleski, motherfucker. This ain't no fucking Matt Frabola, dude. Ain't no fucking Tiago Moises and Ishmael Bonfim. That's Dustin Poirier, dude. That's a legit top 5 fucking former interim champion. That ain't no fucking, like, jobber like Matt Frabola that you just knocked out. And I just think it's crazy that, like, Polo Reyes and McKinney sent Matt Frabola to the same fucking Shadow Realm. That was his 3rd trip to the realm, dude. He got a timeshare in the Shadow Realm. And Polo Reyes is no longer with the company. And Terrence McKinney, everyone knows what the deal is with him, dude. Everyone knows he was a bust and a fraud. But Saint Denis does it to Matt, and it's like, he's the next one, dude. He's the next champ. It's like, okay, man. Y'all love attaching yourselves to the next big thing, the next shiny toy. I get it, but I think Dustin's getting a little disrespected. Like, And I just, it's crazy that I'm one of the most vocal dudes on Poirier this week. And I'm one of like the biggest Dustin haters there is. I have slandered that dude so fucking much over the years. And now I'm like one of the biggest Poirier, like not with my money. I'm not risking a ton of money on it, but I've been one of the more vocal Dustin backers over the week as far as like, you know, predictions or picking this fight. I don't know too many people that are like super duper confident on Dustin. Like, but I'm like, yeah, I'm like 75% confident that he's going to knock this dude out in the third round. I don't think that like Benoit is ready, but we will see. That's why we watch the fights, right? To see what's what. So. I don't give a good goddamn what you told me. You keep your hands off his hair. All right. Speaking of hair, going with Bozo. I parlayed the clown. It's not over for Bozo. It's over for Cheeto. I know I'm fucking hung up on some clown from the 60s, but Cheeto's a punching bag, man. He wins fights by winning in wars of attrition. Unless it's someone that's on their last leg that he can just like Frankie or unfortunately like Dom, like dudes that are just way past it, just waiting to get some fucking crazy like. And this is insane. And this is, I hate to like go back to the Munoz and Phillips fight, but like they just showed a highlight video of Sean O'Malley just slumping Raulian Paiva. He fucked him up something real bad. And he's now fighting a dude for the championship that just fought Pedro Munoz in a reasonably competitive. Like Pedro lost for sure, but like I'm just not buying that Phillips is going to go out there and destroy him like some people think he's going to. But anyways, man, talking about this fight. Yeah, Cheeto getting the rematch that he probably doesn't deserve, but by virtue of beating O'Malley. And hey, shout out to my dude Big Show Picks. He said this yesterday on the podcast, and I wholeheartedly agree with him. Like, it's some WWE shit, dude, where it's like the champion gets the belt and calls out the guy that beat him, not the person that like deserves it the most, but the last dude that beat him. So there's a little bit of that. There's a few, well, maybe not a few, but a couple people that probably deserve it more than Cheeto. But this is the fight we got. This is the fight I'm going to talk about real quick. Yeah, I do wonder about the leg kicks. If Cheeto employs another leg kick heavy plan, I could see him having success again. And because let's face it, like that's what won him the day, was kicking Sean's leg, deadening the peroneal nerve, and then it was just, you know, it was an avalanche after that, or it was a snowball rolling down the hill. But it's a different fight. I don't see it going down the same way. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, and I'm definitely nervous about having a parlay anchored with the main event, especially with the Pub Podcast parlay. It's like, fuck. So let's go O'Malley, but yeah, I think he is at this stage. Like, you want to talk about trending upwards and downwards. Like, I'm not saying Cheeto is now all of a sudden washed, but who has more upside at this point? It's definitely O'Malley, dude. Definitely O'Malley. I'm not saying Cheeto's regressed or anything, but I think O'Malley has actually improved, and I think Cheeto's about at the same level, which is still pretty high. But that's kind of my take on the fight. O'Malley, I can see maybe O'Malley. No, I can't. I can't see O'Malley knocking him out. But I'll say Sean tools him up something real bad. I think he turns Cheeto into a heavy bag for 25 minutes and wins a clear 48-47, or maybe like a 49-46. Cheeto cannot afford to start slow here. And he can't afford to just like he's known going into some of these fights, this is Marlon Vera, that he's tougher than some of these guys, and like he is the more dangerous striker. Like he's not the more dangerous striker in this one. Sands leg kicks, like O'Malley, I buy O'Malley knocking him out more than the other way around, but yeah, I'm gonna say Sean decision. But yeah, man, that's about all I got on this one, boys. I just want to make this a quick one, get my picks and bets out there. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, and I will probably not be streaming until the move is over. I know I've been saying that and still hopping back on here, but yeah, it really is going to be few and far between until like here in a couple weeks. But I'll still be available for the shows, and yeah, I will be around for sure. But I think that's going to do it for this one. So once again, I'm not going to play the song. The missus is napping in the other room, and I don't want to be obnoxious with it. But yeah, I'm going to put my picks up on Tapology, and I will also put them in for the Pub Sports Radio UFC weekly pick'em contest. All right, once again, here's my slate. Please bet responsibly. This is not gambling advice. These are my bets for the record. Dusty, Fitness Consigliere, and the Siberian Murderer. Munoz, Durino, tailing the John Lee as always. This is my creation from yesterday. And this is what I'm sitting at right now. Definitely want to build on that. Let's fucking go. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, boys. No song, no outro. I just want to say thank you to Bo Jackson and my dude Aaron the dog. Make sure y'all subscribe to Aaron's channel, Aaron the Dog MMA Movie Trivia. Check out his UFC breakdown show every Wednesday, 10 p.m. You can find your boy there co-hosting and a rotating cast of characters. This past week was Louis Betu, a hopefully soon to be released Twitter Jaylee. But yeah, shout out to Lou, shout out to Aaron. Shout out to the boys at Pub. The latest episode of Locker Room Talk, the Pub Sports Radio podcast, is available wherever you can get podcasts. Download the shit out of it. Sign up for the pub contest. Best of luck. I'm going to try and win my fourth one, boys. So I'm going to try and nail those methods of victory and get it done once again. But yeah, hope you all have a great weekend. Best of luck. I will be around. I will be in and out of the dome. Shout out and salute to you boys. Best of luck, of course, as always. And yeah, I think that will do it for me. Yeah, right on cue. Yep, good fucking Lord. Yep, there's my cue. Holy dog sitting, Batman. Shout out to my dude Big Show once again for the dope overlay. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Shout out to the boys on the podcast. Shout out to Aaron the dog. Shout out to the Dome. Shout out to the community at large. Have a great fucking weekend. Best of luck with all your greasy little fucking plays. And war Dustin Poirier. Dustin, I'm sorry for all the unkind words. Please knock this motherfucker out and make me look good. All right, boys. That is it for me. Best of luck to you. Shit was real. Don't know when I'll be back on, but I will let you know when I do. Just my 2 cents. Have a great weekend. Catch you on the next one. Peace.